In this lesson, we will be learning about parallel and perpendicular lines that are in standard form. This is the standard form of a linear equation. When a linear equation is in standard form, both x and y are on the same side. So parallel lines, as we learned yesterday, have the same slope. And perpendicular lines, on the other hand, create this right angle. And the right angle is 90 degrees always. The slopes of of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals, which means they have different signs, meaning one is positive and one is negative, and are flipped fractions of each other. So now we're going to go back to parallel lines. If an equation is in standard form, let x plus 3y equals 4, a parallel equation to the equation written would keep the same numbers in front of x and y and have a different total or C value. So A and B and C, A and B are going to stay the same, and C is going to be the thing that changes. So again, these stay the same and C changes. So the rule that we can remember for parallel lines, A and B are the same. Now for perpendicular lines, on the other hand, if we had the same equation, let's say 2x plus 3y equals 4, a line that would be perpendicular to this line would switch A and B. Therefore, 3 would go where A is, and 2 would go where B is. And then one of them would have to change their value. So because 2 is positive and 3 is positive, I could make 3 negative or 2 negative, but not both. In this case, I'm just going to make 2 negative. And again, we can change the C value, but for perpendicular lines, it doesn't matter if the C value changes. So the rule for perpendicular lines in standard form, A and B are switched, and one becomes, and that should say an opposite sign. So again, that just means one of them has to go from positive to negative or negative to positive.